Hi everybody, just a quick update and message of huge thanks and gratitude to thousands of rebels from up and down the UK who've made this phase of On the Streets rebellion already a tremendous success and also sent a huge ripple through the media landscape and captured the public conversation once again. We've seen hundreds of actions the length and breadth of the UK, and there's too many to count and too many for me to mention here, but let's take a look back at some of the highlights of what we've achieved so far. We began the rebellion with a weekend of regional rebellion with banner drops and marches and sit-ins and all kinds of direct actions happening all around the UK. In Manchester we had blockades and marches and brass bands and disco obedience. In Cardiff we saw a blockade at the Senate and a big protest at the BBC demanding that the media tell the truth about the climate and ecological emergency. At the beginning of the week in London, we blockaded Parliament Square with thousands of rebels and speakers from all over the world.
The question is, will we choose a different path? Will we finally start to respect the science?
And the following day, Caroline Lucas tabled the Climate and Ecological Emergency Bill, which is a groundbreaking new piece of legislation which has already got parliamentary support from across 7 different parties, and the support is growing day by day. We had a roadblock on Tufton Street, the home of many shady think tanks that spread lies and distortions and misinformation into our political system.
They exist to rip down the pillars of civil society and concentrate power in the office of the Prime Minister.
The carnival of corruption happened, which was outside the UK Treasury, and that was to tell the story that, the way we spend public funds decides in many cases whether or not we take this emergency seriously and whether we're going to direct the resources that we need. And time and again, the Treasury undermines climate action in favour of the conventional bolstering of the economy. We had the Walk of Shame, starting at the Bank of England and marching through the City of London, drawing attention to our city's colonial past.
Learn how to be the best allies you could be to black bodies. Make sure you amplify our voices in the room.
We saw rebel footballers playing a game in central London to protest against the climate emergency and drawing attention to which football clubs and stadiums look to be underwater by 2050 if we don't change course. On Saturday we saw a colourful march in support and celebration of Indigenous peoples who are protecting up to 80% of the world's biodiversity and are being adversely affected at the moment by the coronavirus pandemic. And of course the roadblock that disrupted the print press from Australia to the UK, Extinction Rebellion dared to take on Murdoch and the corporate media in a way that nobody else dares to do. We drew attention to the fact that a handful of billionaires with fossil fuel and oil vested interests control the majority of our media, both print and broadcast. In Extinction Rebellion we know that we're one big, global, interdependent and connected family, and that there is still so much work to do to try and avert the worst of what we've committed ourselves to in the climate and ecological emergency. So the message is keep strong, stay peaceful, hold your resolve, rebels. People have just arrived as backup from Bristol, the southwest and Cardiff to support us in London for this second week. Stay safe, keep rebelling, and I'll see you on the streets.